Okay, so I'm gonna attempt walking you guys through how to make a Christmas planter. So the first thing you wanna do is just take any container that you have, maybe from your mum plants that the mums have died and you've just taken out, you keep the planter. So this is filled with dirt right to the top. You want the dirt to be moist, and we're gonna give it some water in the end. So I'm gonna start with, I have some birch logs that I use year after year, so I'm gonna start with those, and I'm going to place them about in the center, maybe slightly more towards one side than the other. Okay, so there are three different sizes. I've got one that's really tall, one that's a little shorter, and then one that's the shortest. So we're just gonna kind of place those into the center. And then you want to press down the dirt around them so that they don't move. And when we add water at the end, that will actually help freeze the soil so that everything will stay put and will help prolong the life of your greenery. Okay, so that's that. Now, this is dogwood, which I'm sure many of you have seen on your walks in the ravine and whatnot. So we're just going to take some of this and we're going to trim it down to size. We obviously don't need it that long. And we're going to stick a few of those into the center as well. Okay, so next I've got magnolia leaves. These come on a big bunch, so I tend to clip pieces off. They're manageable, just come closer so you can see them. So I tend to clip them about like that. What I'm going to do is basically make a circle around all of the items I've just placed in the middle. So around the dogwood and around the birch. I'm going to make a circle of the magnolia leaves, just sort of as my centerpiece. So like this, and just place it all the way around. So I just wanted to show you up close sort of what that looks like. So you've got your, don't mind my messy garage, but you've got your birch and your dogwood in the middle. And then right around it, like a circle, I have placed the magnolia leaves. And then from here, we'll start adding the greenery. Okay, so next, I'm just gonna show you up close. I've got some white cedar, which is actually from my aunt and uncle's farm that I've cut down. So these things, because they are structured, we're going to mainly put them around the back of the arrangement just to give the arrangement some height. So these will be placed at the back, just like this. Okay, just so you can see what I'm doing so far. It's hard to see from that angle. So I'm building up the back side of this ornament, or this centerpiece, or outdoor decor piece. So I've got that white pine all in along the back, and I'm going to continue adding greenery from here. You can barely see me here now. So now I'm going to start building up the rest of the planter with pieces of cedar. So I'm just going to turn this so you can see, get a better view of sort of what I'm doing. So I'm going to take little pieces of cedar, really fine, just sort of soften the front part of this planter and bringing it around here. Okay, again, so just a close-up so you can see what I'm doing here. I'm building up the back. We've done the structured layers at the back side, so that, you know, sort of stiff pine we've put all along the back of the arrangement, and then softening it with some cedar coming towards the front. And then now I'm going to start adding in even softer pieces that sort of fall at the front of this arrangement. So that's what's coming next. Okay, so they call this incense cedar. You can kind of see that it has little, almost like buds or balls at the end. So and it falls beautifully. So that's what's going to go with our arrangement. Okay, so just from this angle, you can see how it's coming together really nicely. How just a simple, it's not overly complicated, and inexpensive way to make your own arrangement for Christmas. We're just gonna add a couple more things. Maybe just look around your ornament. You can see here there's a little bit of a hole. So we'll add in a few more things there and just use your greenery up and put in things as you see fit. And this is totally something that you can customize to exactly how you want it to look. But I just thought I would give you this as an example. So I'll just finish up. Okay, so I've got these as well from my aunt and uncle's farm, just some berries that were out in the bush that they had. So I'm gonna stick a few of these in. Okay, so I usually like to add just a little finishing touch. So this is just a star. It's been through the weather for many years, but it's just from the dollar store. It's just a star. It's actually, I think it was a topper for a tree that I decided to just remove the bottom and then place it in my ornament, so in my arrangement. So it doesn't cost very much, but this is an option. And I usually just hook it over one of the, you don't have to do this, but hook it over one of the birch sticks just so it doesn't fly away in our wintry storms that we can get. And just sort of let it fall nicely down into the arrangement. It just sort of adds a little something to it. And then to finish it all off, I have a strand of these. They're just these little LED lights that look really cute, twinkle lights at night. So I usually just put those through the arrangement just for some extra bling. Okay, so I know it was hard to tell from back there, but this is what the arrangement looks like up close. As you see, doesn't take very long. Not a lot of talent involved here, and anybody can do this. So if you're, thinking that maybe your front door needs a little jazzing up, super simple. Just things that I've gathered from around. Some of it I purchased that you can get any local greenhouse, anywhere, Walmart, grocery store. And yeah, so there it is. I'm just gonna go set it up my front door and then you can take a look at it.